Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode here in Pacific Drive. Last time we finished the main story. We managed to disable the link between us and the remnant. Oh well, we managed to remove the remnant. We still have the car apparently and evidently. Uppy decided to finally up and leave, leaving Francis pretty much alone in the zone here with us at the moment, without a choice really of leaving, but that is the story at least. We wanted to do, or I wanted at least to do one final run with the AMP engine, which we now have installed. We have also installed ourselves an anchor energy converter, and for every one kilo lim, or whatever you want to call it, one full-on juice, anchor juice, we get 100 kilowatts. And at the moment we have 2 batteries in the back. We have 150 available to us, so we have a lot of power available here for this run. I also went ahead and installed a nitro boost because I thought, why not? Let's try some new stuff here in the last run we're gonna do. And besides the old, I believe it was an armored bumper that was here before, was broken beyond repair, and there was also a panel, and I couldn't replace both, so we replaced the panel and then put something else entirely down here as the bumper. What else did we do? I wanted to also I researched the floodlights because I thought let's just try some new stuff. I never really tried it myself, but unfortunately they require quite a bit of, I think it was swamp coral maybe they required, which we have absolutely nothing of. Let's see, can we find it? Here they are. Yes, swamp coral. We have 60 left, which is what we literally just used to craft the engine. So I guess that kind of makes sense. Let's see. I don't think there's too much else. I did update the looks of our car as well. We have a beautiful little golden dumpster here in the front. We have a nice little potato cup as our shifter. I mean, doesn't that just look pretty? We are going all green, so I think nature was a good obvious choice here. Also managed to finally find another sticker here with the great outdoors, and we are sporting the wood panels, or the wood looks. What's it called? We have this one here, the decal kit, the wood panel. I can't say I'm necessarily a fan, but there they are. We have a nice blue color with some crimson tires. I think we are pretty much good to go. Everything is 100%. I fixed 2 quirks which we didn't manage to see. I think it were both something to do with the wipers. I chose a destination. This is the only destination at the moment we have access to that actually has Olympian veins. It doesn't technically really matter because as soon as this run is over, we are going to finish. So we're not going to be able to use them, but I wanted to go to one of those anyway. Lastly, before we go, as you can see, even if you do, I don't want to say that we rushed the story, but if we focused heavily on the story because I felt that was the most important stuff to do. You can see there's plenty of stuff left to do. We have plenty of areas that we actually can't go to because we haven't unlocked any routes to. Especially the northeastern corner here is pretty much untouched. So there's plenty of stuff to do on the map, and there is plenty of research still available to us that we don't have. And stuff that also requires quite a few both limb chips, but also the Olympian fragments, which is also used in the limb chips. Here as well, limb chips, and there is a lot of stuff still left to go. I'm a little bit saddened that we didn't get to do more of this, because there's quite a few of these that would have been great to try to take a look at, just to try for fun at least. Pretty much all of these would have been interesting, I think, to try out, but we are locked behind the Olympian fragments and a few more, maybe 1 or 2 anomalies that we still haven't either found or scanned, at least. Well, with that, with all that out of the way, let's see how the AMP engine does here. I do believe that it has more horsepower than our previous engine, the second one, and I think that is correct. Yeah, it feels like it at least. Let's see how this goes. We have 3 wind turbines. I considered getting one of the hydro ones that where we gain energy behind or from rain. I feel like if it's raining, it's usually fairly windy as well. So I think wind is pretty much the best option here to go. It doesn't generate as much power as the hydro thing does, but it's more consistent also as we drive. We are pretty much going to go straight northwest here through all this, and we are doing that because I feel like if we just go straight to D1, for instance, which we can do with the bypass, we're not really gonna get to test the engine, so we want to put it to the test. And lastly, before we go to E7, the junction bypass, we wanted to test if we can actually go anywhere else with it, and it does not look like it. The game only allows me to click on the or to skip by clicking on the freeway. We can see I cannot click here on C5, even though it's been routed and we will go through it, but the others just fine. So the bypass works for the highway only. With that, all that out of the way, let's see what we have here. We have all good things. Nothing. We actually have a honeypot here. Not sure we're gonna be able to find it. We are still gonna be looting because we want to try and create as much of a real run as possible here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do this in 1 episode or 2. It's probably going to be 2, just like it usually is. We'll do the outer zone in 1 episode, and next time we'll be forced more or less to rush through. How are we doing time-wise here? Pretty good, actually, pretty good. So we probably could get both of those anchors, and we probably should. We need to go down. It's gonna get pretty steep. Just let's take a look here. There's no good place really to get down here. So if we look down here, how does it look? Pretty darn steep. Pretty darn steep. Might be a way here. Let's this is going to be a little bit risky. Where's the car? There you are. But looking at the map, it's not really... there's not many options unless we follow the road all the way. You know what? I guess we could do that. Let's do that. We have plenty of time in this one, so we should have time for that. There'll be a little less looting in this one, but otherwise we should be okay. But also just fly out here and see how that goes. Let's activate that. Let's scan. Anything interesting on the radar? Oh, we actually have a nice little truck coming up. That was quite the haul. Very nice. Yeah, I was out of thermostat crystals. That's why we couldn't craft the last armor panel. Okay, how does this... What did I craft? What is going on here? What am I... Oh, it needs to go in the back, doesn't it? I think it needs to go in the back, this boost. Of course it does. It's pushing me back. That one, you go there. And you go there. Let's get the limb shield there and the nitro boost there. Ah, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is going to be very difficult to use. Well, we have used some power, which was... what is going on here? Shield on. Skirt on the outside right here. We have used some power, which was is partly the plan here to see what happens when we get enough limb energy. Okay, we can go a little bit off-road now. Not sure if we will have time to get all this. We should, because we are hardly looting anything. Anything interesting on the map? Doesn't look like it's... We'll have to scale this thing. Luckily we have a fairly powerful engine, but might even be too much for this. Nope. All good. Perfect. Oh my god, this thing is everywhere. Of course, I mean, if we had the nitro boost in the front, we could use it as a very, very powerful brake. Where is... okay, there it is. About to say, we should be super close to it. But for some reason I couldn't find it. How much are we getting from this one? 1.1, okay. So I wonder if the limb converter is going to be activated automatically. Can we take the road for the rest of the way here? Yes, I think we can. So let's go to the road. Let's not roll. Let's not roll. Let's not roll, I said. Okay, we already have a damaged wheel. Well, we haven't exactly been treating our car very well today. That is a flat, so we need a sealing kit, which is that one. We only have 2, okay. Scan. Nothing interesting. We are using a lot of battery here, but that is kind of on purpose to see how this thing actually works. We are not gonna do that. I know it's the final run and all, but I would like to be it to be a successful run. Was that us? Oh, it's hunting us. Actually, it did get a glimpse of us. But still, I would say that the engine is using a lot of power. But if we're driving fast enough, not so much. So I'm still kind of surprised that we've used so much battery. Because I mean, I know we did a couple of scans, but maybe it was the boost that also required quite a bit of power. wonder if he couldn't stick to us because of the limb shield, actually. Or if we were just driving too fast backwards. Okay, we have a... What happens if I just press it slightly? It does use quite a bit of power. I think it was 2 kilowatts then. I did hold the button for a while. I thought I needed to hold it. Should be coming up kind of on another stretch here. We have a tunnel. I fail to see like the relevance of the nitro boost here. Something you use very sporadically, I think is the word. Very seldom, you know. Because there's not that many. There's not that many straight roads in this game where you just kind of chill. We have a gas station, but well, we are not a fuel-driven car at the moment, so. I suppose you could say it's kind of difficult to test the engine per se, since we are doing. Whoops! Since we have so many other things we're doing as well. But with that in mind, I think we haven't even used since we started driving from the other side of the map. We barely used a couple of kilowatts there. On driving, I should say. Well, looks like maybe we can go a little bit further here today, depending on how long this takes. But it's also, it's not when you're driving. It's not when you're driving fast. Where are we? We are all the way down there. Okay. I think we'll be grabbing the one anchor here. Let's activate the limb shield while we remember. Yeah, the boost is gonna be difficult to find a use for, since the roads here are very rarely straight for long, and they're very rarely clear of stuff as well. We need to go this way. Maybe to get like a boost like that to get going. Oops. Okay, it's just hopped out of the ground straight in front of us. Okay, we are super smashing our car, and we are not even in the mid zone or the deep zone yet. So how much do we have now? We have 3.4, which, as you can see, was pretty fast and easy to get here in the outer zone just by going through them rather quickly. That's 300. That's 300 kilowatts if it works as I think it should. Let's not forget the wriggling wreck. Is it right there? So when does this thing activate? Do we need to activate it? Anchor energy can now be directly converted into battery power with at least a reasonable level of efficiency, boosting the car's reserves substantially. it is not a skill. It's not in here. The arc duck is not, that's not anything to do with this. I don't know when it happens. Maybe it happens when we reach 0. We have plenty of plasma charges in the back, so let's just kind of see what happens if we keep this going. We have a crawler there. Let's see if we can avoid that. We need to go this way anyway, so we can kind of cut through. Cut through all this stuff. This little town here. Let's do a scan, also just to use some energy. Fortunately, nothing interesting showing up. Looks like a full car. Is that a honeypot? No, just an abandoned car. It's just steel? Yeah, just steel. Okay, let's not get caught by that one. I think that was very close. You can see it in the rear view mirror there. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. Too late. Too late. Why is the shield not on? It was on. Why was it showing weirdly? Okay, so we are getting battery warnings now. Okay, we have several things on our car that is damaged. Okay, mechanics kit for that one. That's that one. Whack that back in place. I think is this probably an electrician's kit. Yep. Which is you. There we go. Got full light again. Actually, I didn't even notice that we were lacking in light, because these are so powerful that one is just enough. Okay, well, let's continue this. I think we can do the next area as well, and then we'll have the deep zone to explore in the next episode with maybe some final thoughts. I think we've already pretty much covered what there is to say about the amp engine. I still think it drains a lot of energy, but I hope we get to see the amp converter thing, or the limb converter. I hope we see it actually in action. Let's see what we have here. We have something not recognized. That looks very much like a charging station. I don't know why it's still unrecognized. But we also have a zone receiver. That's gonna be our main goal here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of backstory as we finish the playthrough here. Because I believe there's probably still quite a few of them left for us to find. That gives all this this lore about what went on before and during, probably. Let's check the map here. That is a horrible map. How are we time-wise? That is a horrible map. I mean, we are gonna go for it, but it's a horrible map. What do we have? Bubblegum Buddy, Shaggy Scrambler, Cough Box, Abductor. Not too bad. My god, this is gonna be something. Activate the shield. I don't think it necessarily works against the... was that the... that was Marsh X, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I don't think we have too much time for this with the route we have to take, but... since it's right here. Let's try and avoid the water as much as possible. We can kind of skirt around the edge of the... we have one of you. I was about to say, why did you turn on? And skirt at the edges of the mountain here and get to the receiver. We can do a scan. That's a bubblegum buddy. He's definitely gonna see us. He hooked on. Maybe not, actually. Whoop. Okay, we need to go a little bit more to the right. You are not an impressive amount of neon reef, but we will take what we can get. Of course. Okay, we are out of power. So what? How do we use this thing? This is very weird. Can I even charge it here? Oh, these plasma charges, they... I thought they gave 30. Maybe it's proportionate to whatever our max is. There's something wrong with our engine as well. Let's go get this thing now. Let's scan it. Maybe it's because we were in the water. Yeah. Okay. Probably pretty solid advice to try and avoid the water with an electric vehicle. Let's see if we can't do that. Should be able to. Let's put down a waypoint here. Because I think we might have to go off on foot. No, it's right here. Okay, let's listen. We'll go for the anchor juice afterwards.
Sadly, that's about where the cold, hard facts end. Listeners, I tried. I really did. I started my investigation in the usual fashion, digging up every piece of public record I could get. The paperwork is maddeningly typical up until 1955. Census records, soil samples, weather reports, hand-drawn survey maps, the beginnings of satellite photos, all readily available for anyone with the patience to walk themselves into a county office. Those materials don't tell me much, and I quickly am forced to turn to more dubious sources. Before the downing of multiple passenger planes and the subsequent establishment of the no-fly zone in 1962, crude aerial photos are taken and circulated. This is where things get interesting. I find fuzzy shots of what appears to be entire mountains relocating overnight, buildings disappearing and reappearing at random, and lakes filled with water or light, depending on the time of day. The resolution is dubious, making them inkblot tests in their own right. They are the stuff of dreams among amateur investigators and conspiracy theorists alike. The most outlandish, improbable, and extremely unverifiable stories came from breachers, people rumored to have jumped, tunneled, hot air ballooned their way through the walls. If they're to be believed, there is much to be uncovered. But more on that later. Limb technology is not paraded around in the press for long. As the government withdraws acknowledgement that it ever existed, the public's interest similarly begins to wane. Last verifiable activity is an exodus of ARDA employees from the zone, beginning in 1981 and followed swiftly by a full decommissioning of the zone in 1987. After which, those 3,600 square miles are sealed away and left behind with no explanation. A tomb, minutes away from the populous, perfectly normal city of Seattle, with decades of history and secrets locked inside. And that is where I'm left to fill in the enormous, ill-defined gaps.
Oh, that's a cough box. Come on, get back. Okay. What's wrong with you now? Another flat. That is a... What the... Wow, that is the first time I've ever been grabbed by one of those. I didn't think they could. You son of a gun. I had no idea they could grab me. Oh, right, we wanted this, that's why we stopped actually. Maybe it's because I think this is angry abductors in this area. Maybe it's something special for that. Is it actually angry abductors? No, it's just eerie darkness. Okay. Okay. So I think... Well, I think we have a charging station right here. Why are you not yet scanned? There we go. Ah, it's a full service stop. Fuel as well, maybe. I don't know. Oh, we're really getting charged. That's excellent. And maybe repaired as well. I have no idea. I think because I really want to know how the anchor, the limb anchor converter works. So I think because I'm not gonna see your episodes, or your comments before before way after we are into the next let's play. So I am going to go ahead and go and Google that to see what we are doing wrong. It's not done automatically, unfortunately, but. Yeah, I don't see anything here. I tried to click the anchor converter outside. It's not an ability, as we can see. There's only the arc dock, which is our arc device that can help us. And I don't see anything else here that we can really click on. We click on mute to bubble, but that's not gonna do anything. We can honk. Yeah. I'll have to go ahead and Google that. Where's the? It's over here. Okay. All right. Yes, that's gonna do it for this episode. Do we? Oh my God, we have another damaged tire. These are. This has been. Well, we've been doing a lot of off-roading, I suppose. Sealing kit. We have no more of those. Hopefully we have enough to craft one. Oh, we don't. We need rubber. Did I see a car here? Did I see a car? These have a tire. At least it had a couple of tires. I don't think we'll have enough for 2, but did we even have 1? Yes, okay, we got plenty of rubber. Good. Good. So we can definitely craft 1. We've been doing a lot of off-roading, so I guess it makes sense that our tires take the brunt of the force here. Sealing kit, yoink. We can even craft 2 more if we want to. It's you, right? Yes. Boink. Very nice. Okay, well, as I said, that's gonna be it for this episode. Next time, I'll have Googled and tried to figure out how on earth we actually use this thing. That, as I said, there's not really much I can do here. There's no buttons for me to press. I can remove it, which I don't want to do. But maybe it's installed wrongly, I don't know. For now though, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.